Hello folks, I'm just going to briefly show you some of the work that goes into finding the losing selections that our service offers. Part of the work is done on the Racing Post website. So if you go to the main Racing Post website and click the main site there, you'll have to log in. If you're not registered, then you can easily click this register link here and register with the site. It's free of charge anything. And then of course you can access all the data. Okay, I'm just going to log in, and here we can see today's car. It's a Sunday today, so this is Newton Abbot, Redcar and Stratford. We only do the English races, folks, because that's the only sort of markets that there's enough data for to tie in with our database, which has only got English races in it. Okay, let's click the first meeting, which is Newton Abbot. And you'll see each individual race is here today, and you've got the option, if you wish, you can open each race individually, or you can open all races in one page, which I'll do now quickly. And here you can see we have all the races. Okay, first glance, you've got the list of horses down the left, the trainers in the middle, the weights that the horses are carrying, and the jockeys. Okay, then we have some more columns on the right. This is tips. These are newspaper tipsters recommending. This is the Racing Post ratings, the top speed ratings, and then we have some from bookies. Okay, so first of all, if you want to know the form of any horse, let's go to this second page, because these horses have a lot more form, as you can see. And if we click on Super, it opens up a new window, and there is every race this horse has run. Okay, the date, where the race was, the length, the class of the race, the weight, the position, how far off the horse was, the outcome, the jockey, the official rating, the top speed, and the rating, the post rating. So there's a lot of information here to help us look at this horse. This horse came 4th last time out from 14. Let's just click on the date of the race, and a new window will open up showing us the results of that race. There is the horse, 4th. Here it was 5 lengths behind Navcoma, which was 1.5 lengths behind Olympian. So before considering this horse as a lane, you would look at these horses that have previously beaten it and see how they have gone on since. If you click on their name, it opens up yet another window, and we can see their entire form. Okay, so these races can then be opened up for further analysis, etc. Okay, so that's that. We need to get back to our horse when we've done all this checking, and we've checked that horse and that horse. We also make a note of who rode the horse the last time, which is Robert Thornton. Then what we can do now is check Robert Thornton's record at the track today. So here we are, Jockey Thornton, and we'll go for the last 5 seasons, and we'll go by course and jumps, and we'll click go. And we're looking down on the left for Newton Abbot, which is there. And here we can see that Jockey Thornton has a 16% strike rate at the track, which is quite high, folks. Pretty good. So there we go. This is one way that we can check some statistical analysis of these horses. That's the first horse. Now you start on the second horse and go through the entire process. Then you will start on the third horse. Then you would look at the next race. Then you would look at the next race. What's also important in these races is the number of runners in the race. We will never do a race with less than 9 runners. one or two of our tips will require that the race has to have 12 runners. That's fine, you'll get that when you receive our tips. Okay, so there's further analysis you can do here. You can see what talent these horses have. Archduke Ferdinand. Okay, we were looking at the 230, let's look at the post data. This tells us the trainer's form is 1 tick, which is sort of so-so, pretty good, not marvellous. The horse has got 2 ticks for ability, which is pretty good. The most you've probably seen on this column is 3, so 2 is not too bad. So it's among the top 2 rated horses in this race. You also need to consider what weights the horse has been carrying. It's carrying 11 stone this time. What did it carry last time? You can find all that out by clicking the horse's name, going back through its past record. Okay, there are other ratings up here for you to check through. You do get some information here. I would tend to ignore these comments completely, because if you look at the statistical record of their success, the Spotlight verdict, you'll find, basically as tipsters go, they're rubbish. Right folks, let's go to the next race. That's just one horse we've looked at. We've got to do Dancing Bear. You really need to look at the first 4 or 5 horses in every race. The ones that are 20 to 1, 30 to 1, 40 to 1, don't look at those, because we're never going to lay those horses. Because yes, you will get a good strike rate and you will get a lot of winners, but when that 25 to 1 winner comes in and it's on Betfair, it's more likely to be 40 or 50 to 1. You'll wipe your bank account. It'll be goodbye. This is why we only lay horses at the head of the market. Horses that we think, after analysis, shouldn't really be at the head of the market and shouldn't really win those races. Okay folks, that's one race, one horse. We can do that through the first 5 horses or so of every race. Then you'll click here and you'll go to red car. And now that that's loaded, we can now look at these horses. These are starting with a couple of maiden races. We do maidens, but only in certain cases, because to be honest, most maidens haven't got a lot of form. So it's very difficult sometimes to tell how you're expected to perform this time out. When you see handicaps, you can see absolutely loads of form, which gives us a really good clue. So you would click the head of the market. This is the actual top weight. Click its form, find out what it's done, find out what the horses who beat it have done, etc, etc, etc. Look at the jockey form. I forgot to mention before, you can also look at the trainer form, see how the trainer's doing. See how Mr. Barron here is going to do. We'll click the statistics there. It's flat because we're at red car. We'll do the last 5 years and we'll do it by course. And now we can look at red car and work out that he has an 11% strike rate of winners. You can take that even further and do it for individual age of horses. So it's a particular horse at the moment, it's a 4-year-old, look at his 4-year record. It's 11%, it's exactly the same actually. Okay. So there's lots and lots of information in the Racing Post website. So then we compare all this information with our own database, come to a judgment and put our selections for the day on our website for you to pick. So you can either take our tips, which for the moment are free of charge, let us do all that work for you, or you can do all this work yourself. It'll take hours, trust me. We have several people involved in doing the various meetings, otherwise this would be literally 12 hours a day work. Okay folks, that's all. Just thought you'd like to see how some of the statistics have reached for your selections. Bye then.